Hi students, so welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about the concept of areas. So already we have discussed in the previous videos about perimeter, so we are going to discuss about areas in this particular video, right? So this is useful for 6th class AP, TS and NCERT, and it is also useful for all other classes and for competitive exams, right? So let us start our concept areas. So in this particular chapter, so we are going to discuss about area. So what is meant by area? So area is nothing but the amount of surface enclosed by a closed figure. So when you are having a closed figure, so that closed figure encloses some surface area, so some surface, so that amount of area which, so that amount of surface which is enclosed by that closed figure is nothing but we call it as area of that particular figure. So these all are nothing but the examples that we generally see in our day-to-day life. So you have seen a circle, so basically, so if you observe a coin, so this particular shaded part, so whatever the shaded part that we are doing, so that particular part we call it as area of that particular shape, right? The same way, so this is nothing but the boundary, so this black line is nothing but the boundary, and the portion which is contained within that boundary is nothing but we call it as area of that particular shape. So every shape have its own area, right? So this is rectangle, so rectangle will have their own area. This is nothing but a shape of pentagon, so this will have its own area, right? So these all figures are nothing but regular figures, right? So regular figures in the sense in our day-to-day life we can easily get it. So next we are having the shape of a leaf. So these shapes we generally see in our day-to-day life, right? So these all are nothing but we call them as irregular figures. We call them as irregular figures. So these all are regular figures. So circle, rectangle, pentagon, so these all are regular figures. So we can find out the area of such particular figures by using some formula. Whereas for irregular figures, so it is not the case. So there won't be any particular formula to find out the shape of, so area of irregular figures. So for that, in this particular chapter we are going to discuss about finding out area of regular as well as irregular figures, right? So first of all we will be discussing about irregular figures. See how to find the areas of irregular shapes. Now for suppose if I am given with this particular shape, so this particular shape is not having any particular shape, right? So it is an irregular figure. So this irregular figure's area I need to find it. So to find out the area of this particular irregular shape, so what I need to do is I need to make use of a graph grid, so square grid sheet. So this particular sheet, so which you can see here, so this is nothing but we call it as square grid sheet, right? So for that, so to find the area of this particular irregular shape, so what we are going to do is, so we are going to tape the irregular shape, and that irregular shape I need to keep it on a square grid sheet. So after keeping that on the square grid sheet, so what I am going to do is I am going to trace out that particular irregular shape onto that square grid. So what I need to do, so I need to take the irregular shape, and after that I need to trace it on the square grid sheet, right? So this particular square grid sheet is having 1 square centimeter, so each box is 1 square centimeter, so that's why area of each square is nothing but 1 square centimeter. So that we will be discussing here. Now how to find the area? So after tracing out, remove your object, so whatever the irregular shape that you have, so remove that and see how many full squares are there in this particular irregular shape. So first of all we need to find out the total number of full squares, and after that those full squares you need to consider them as one full square, right? Next, so here we are having some particular points so which we need to follow. So first of all, ignore portions of the area that are less than half a square. So if you are having any square which is having less than half, so less than half means, so if you clearly observe, so I am removing this particular thing. Now if you observe it carefully, so this particular part is having less than half, this particular part is having less than half, so this particular part is having less than half. So these are nothing but the squares so which are having less than half of its area. So that's why what we should consider, so we should not consider them, so we need to ignore those portions. That means we should not count those squares. Next, second point that we need to follow is, if more than half of the square is filled, so if more than half is there, then we need to consider that as one square. So like how we are having this particular figure, so this particular square, this particular square, so these squares are having more than half filled, so we need to consider them as one square. And if you are having exactly half the square, so if you are having exactly half, so here we don't get any exactly half. So if you are having such type, then you need to consider that as half square unit. Next, so you know this, if area of one full square is there, then one square unit I need to consider. Next, most of the cases, so we will be using centimeter square sheet. So that means each square is nothing but 1 square centimeter. So for this particular figure, so if you consider, so these yellow portions, so whatever the yellow portions that are there, so those are nothing but complete squares. So those are completely lying within this region, right? Next, we are having more than halves, less than halves in this in the remaining part. So based on that, we are going to decide whether it is more than half or less than half. So basing on that, we are going to find out the area of that particular square, so that particular squares, and based on that we are going to get this particular area of irregular shape, right? Let's move on to the question. See, if you observe the first question, so it is nothing but a regular shape, right? So you can directly find out the area of these particular things. So whenever you are having regular shapes, then you can directly find it out. So for question number 1, so if you count the number of squares, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, so directly what I can say, all are completely lying with, all the squares are completely lying within the shape. So totally 9 are there, so I can call it as 9 square units. Or so if you simply consider it as centimeters, so then you can call it as 9 square centimeters. So what about second bit then? So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, so clearly you can see 7 squares, so it is nothing but 7 square centimeters. Next, for this particular thing, so this is less than half, no, so we should not consider, and this is also less than half, so we should not consider these parts. Next, going on with this, so 1 2 3 4, so these are completely filled, and after that this is more than half filled, this is more than half filled, this is also, so this is also completely filled, no, so 5, so these two are more than half filled. So if you observe, they are more than half filled. So what we need to take them, so continuous numbers, so 6 7 8 9. So for question number 3 also we are having 9 square centimeters. Next, for fourth one, so you can directly say 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So directly the fourth one is, it is nothing but 8 square centimeters. Next, fifth one also, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So fifth one is directly what we can say, it is having 8 square centimeters. Next, for this, so 1 2 3 4, so these are completely filled. Next, this is exactly half filled, this is also exactly half filled, exactly half filled, exactly half filled. So how many exactly half fills are there? So what we need to do, so 4 are completely filled, so 4 into 1. Next, how many half fills are there? 4 half fills are there. so 4 into half, so which gives me, so this is 4 plus 2, which is nothing but 6 square centimeters. Next, in this particular figure, this is 1, 2. Next, this is exactly half filled, exactly half filled, exactly half filled, exactly half filled. So how many exactly half fills are there? So totally 4. So from this, 2 are completely filled plus 4 are half filled. So from this, what I can say? So 2 into 1 is 2 plus 4 into half is 2. So 2 plus 2, how much? So 4 square centimeters. Now here we are getting half. So next shape, if you observe, so clearly this is less than half, this is less than half, less than half. So here this is more than half, 1, 2, so this is 3, and if you observe this, so this is 4. So totally, so 4 I can consider. So 4 square centimeters. Next, if you observe this, so you need to omit this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9, and this is 10. So totally I can consider it as 10 square centimeters, right? So likewise we can find out. So these 10 and 4, so for this and this, for irregular shapes, so these are not exact areas, so we are finding out the approximate areas, right? So that you need to keep in mind, right? Next, moving on to, so how to find area of rectangle. So area of rectangle, so a rectangle is nothing but a regular figure, right? Now how to find the area of this particular figure? So if you count the number of squares, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So likewise if you do counting, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? So if you observe in the first figure, so totally how many squares are there? So there are 12 squares, so we can consider it as 12 square centimeters, right? In the same way here, since we are getting 15 squares, so we can write it as 15 square centimeters. Now can you bring out any relationship between the squares with respect to these lengths and breadths, right? So here for this particular thing, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and how many columns are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you observe this, so since each row contains, so each row is containing 4 squares and each column is having 3 squares, right? Now each row is containing 4 square, here each column is containing 3 squares, right? So if I multiply these two, so 4 into 3, so I getting 12, right? So from this, so there came a relationship between the length and breadth. So basing on that, we are going to get the area of this particular rectangle, right? Now here also each row is containing 5 squares and each column is containing 3 squares. So 5 into 3 is giving me 15. So 15 I can write it as 5 into 3. The same way here also, directly without counting the number of squares, so what I can say, 7 into 5, so which is nothing but 35 square centimeters. So directly, so what I can say, the area of rectangle is nothing but the number of squares along the lengthwise and the number of squares along breadthwise. So if you multiply them, then you are going to get area of rectangle, right? So from that we can deduce the formula. So what is area of rectangle? So area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth. Area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth, right? The same way area of square. So already what is meant by a square? Square is nothing but a rectangle which is having equal sides, right? That means here instead of length I can take side, instead of breadth again I can take side, because all sides are equal. So from that what I can say, area of square is nothing but side into side, right? So area of rectangle is length into breadth, area of square is nothing but side into side. So here we need to note the units. So units of square is nothing but square units. So units of square is square units, right? Now let us move on solving the problems, right? So exercise 10.2. So find out the area of rectangle. So you need to find out area of rectangles. So what is area of rectangle formula? So first of all we need to know area of rectangle formula. So if you know the formula, you can directly find out the area of rectangle. So area of rectangle is nothing but length into breadth, right? Now for the first question, length is given as 50 centimeters and breadth is given as 20 centimeters. Now find out area. So area is nothing but given by length into breadth, so which is nothing but 50 into 20. So how to find? So how to multiply? So first of all, so if you are having zeros, simply multiply the numbers. So 5 2s are 10. Now keep these zeros, so followed by that product. So this gives me 1000 centimeter square. So centimeter square or square centimeters, both are nothing but one and the same, right? Next, moving on to question number 2. So in question number 2, what is length given? So length is given as 65 meters and breadth is given as 45 meters. Now what is area? So area is denoted by A. So area is nothing but length into breadth, so which is given by 65 into 45. So what is the value of 65 into 45? So multiply. So what you are going to get? So 65 into 45. So multiply here. So 5 5s are 25. So 2 will be remained. 6 5. So 6 5s are 30 plus 2, 32. Next 4 5s are 20. So 2 is remained. 6 4s are 24 plus 2, 26. So from this what I am going to get? 5 2 6 plus 3 9. So 2925. So the answer is 2925 meter square. Now next, moving on to question number 3. So what is length given? 25 centimeters. What is breadth given? 16 centimeters, right? Now what is area formula? So area is nothing but length into breadth. So length is 25 centimeters and breadth is 16 centimeters. So whenever you are having 25, so already we know 25 into 4 is nothing but 100, right? So what I am going to do is, I am going to split this 16 into 16 as 4 into 4. So 25 4s are 100. 100 into 4 is 400 centimeter square. So whenever you are having 25, so simply bring a 4 from this, so that you can make it 100, and whatever the term that is remained, so with that number you need to multiply 100, so that you will be getting the answer in an easier way. Next question, length is given as 7 kilometers and breadth is given as 19 kilometers. Now from this, what is area? Area is equal to length into breadth, so which is nothing but 7 into 19. So how to find it? Find the value of 7 into 19. So directly you can multiply. So 9 7s are 63. So 7 1s are 7. So what I am going to get? So 133 kilometer square. 133 kilometer square. Otherwise what you can do? So you can directly 27s are 140 and reduce 17. So then you are going to get 133 kilometer square, right? Now let us move on to the problems related to area of squares. So before going to this, so first of all we will be writing down the formula of area of square. So area of square is nothing but, so what is the formula? Area of square is side into side. So these all are nothing but the sides given, right? So for finding out the area of squares, so you need to know the squares of the numbers. So first one, area is equal to, what is the formula? Side into side. So which is nothing but 26 into 26. So what is 26 into 26? So it is nothing but 676 meter square. Now next moving on to question number 2. So area is equal to side into side. So side into side. So which gives me 17 into 17. So 17 into 17 is nothing but 289 kilometer square. So here writing down. So for the first one, side is 26 meters. For the second one, side is 17 kilometers. Right? Question number 3. Area is so first of all write down the length of the side. So side is equal to 52 centimeters. So from this, area is equal to side into side. So side into side is nothing but 52 into 52. Now let us multiply 52 with 52. So 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10. Next 5 2s are 10. So 1 will be carried. 5 5 is 25 plus 1 26. So from this, what I am going to get? 2704. So this is nothing but 2704 centimeter square. So this fourth one is very simple question, no? So side is given as 8 centimeters. Then what about area? So area is nothing but side into side. So which gives me 8 into 8. So which is nothing but 64 centimeter square. So this is about the areas of squares and rectangles, right? So we will be discussing some more problems in our next part. So thank you for watching the video. So if you haven't subscribed, so please subscribe the channel and share with your friends, right? Thank you very much.